Welcome to Invest. We talk about investing, finance, and professional development. As the current time of 12:16 p.m. on the Eastern Time, Ethereum traded $3,511, up about close to 2% so far. With respect to over crypto markets, see clearly we are up across the spectrum. Just if you spread that out, about 1.5% respectively. Obviously, some altcoin are a little bit more upward than other. Seems like the Dogecoins are up approximately about 5% so far. So we'll dive into technicals to see what's going on around there and what's the risk profile looking like in terms of DCA average. So without wasting more time, just dive into it. With respect to Ethereum, at the moment right now, we are at the comfortable level of the 3,475. We're basically $30 above it because of the bullish momentum that we're still seeing. You can see that with respect to RSI, we have bounced from the 64 of 70 and curve up, and then you see that we try to cancel out because of some cool down yesterday, but the momentum is still surging up on this W shape that we're forming. Also at the same time, the MACD is still showing signs of bullishness. So technically, we are running out on thin air at the moment at the extreme overbought level, the 72 out of 70. So next level, technically, and this is your risk aversion, right, or risk assessment. Do you think buying at the current level to potentially allow for you to triangulate into like an 80 out of 70 on an RSI scale to be somewhere around 3,650? Or 90 out of 70 on an RSI scale to 3,850 would be a good risk versus reward ratio that you want to place your bet in. Me personally, I would just weigh off and stay away, despite how beautiful and how optimistic we are hearing from the media front. And obviously, with respect to the overreaction that we've seen so far from the Russian-Ukraine war, from the COVID situation, the interest hikes, and all of those negative affectation, has that really be corrected, or has that really completely passed over? Right, it's still lingering, right? So that's something you want to be, thoughtful about. It's it's kind of suspicious at the moment right now, right? For you to be buying at the moment, and the risk is not in your favor in terms of the profile, right? Respect to Bitcoin, up about 1.4%. Same thing in comparable affectation, we form a W shape, but at the same time, you are showing signs of curvature as the MACD line is closing in. So the risk profile is still not the best, right? So what would you be buying now? I personally prefer anywhere from 43 onward to 40. I'll start buying in somewhere around 42 from here on Bitcoin. Ethereum Classic is we form a death cross. You could see that. So that sell-off is quite imminent. We have several layers to come down, right? First it's going to be 38.50, 34.27, but all the way to 26, which is a relatively large leap down based on the current setup, right? So something to think about. Be cautious about this one. Dogecoin, we are forming a little bit of a bullish pendant, right? You see that if you draw a triangle here, you see that we got fused together as a big surge, and then subsequently gets tighter and tighter and tighter, and then leap up from here. Also, at the same time, the curvature of the W shape allow for triangulations of a surge. So this is a bullish pendant that you see right now. But where's the next level we could potentially leap up to? We'll be getting canceled around like the 15 cents around here, right? So be cautious about Dogecoin despite how rosy or beautiful it looks at the moment. Cardano's down about 2%, like anywhere from basically, in terms of DCA, right, 85 to 74 below. Solana is down about 2%, still try to linger on around the 140. We are still bullish despite being overbought at 80 out of 70. But would I be buying now? The risk profile, as you can tell, is relatively overstretched, extended, right? So be cautious about this one. XRP is up about 1%. I like anywhere from, again, right, 62 to 57 in terms of DCA. Right now, the risk profile is okay. It's not the best, not the worst. Polkadot's still forming that surge. Still seems like we're forming like an escalator at the 66 out of 70. It is showing some sign of flat momentum. So, but in terms of buying now, would it be a good choice, right? I like anywhere from 16 all the way to 1406 from here. ALGORAND's about 1.6%. I like anywhere from basically 75 to 67 from here. Shiba Inu is about 4%. This seems like a bullish pendant as well. If you see like a large triangle being formed and it's like basically squeeze all the way pump. Now it's still like a we still sustaining momentum, but the next level we could potentially get up to will be somewhere around like 28,000 from here, 2,800 from here. Polygon's above 3%. 142 to 120 would be where I would be DCAing at. AVAX about 2%. We're still surging because of the curvature that we've had here, but we're still like kind of overextended, and it's not the best setup for you to buy in. So I still prefer anywhere from 59 to 50 for me to DCA at. Luna is we broke 120 because it's a flat number, right? You could not get there, but you got too close to it, 118, then people start selling, and this is not looking good because of we have a negative W shape. So you have a peak, and that's a resistance, right? So I think coming back down to break 100 will be a first level. We might like kind of consolidate from there because of the consolidation we had prior, but I would not touch this until like 62, 52 to 45 from here. So hopefully this is helpful. Hope you guys have a great Sunday. And let me know if you have any questions on the Patreon updates that I just updated a while back. And now I'm covering about like close to 145 crypto and stocks, right? So appreciate you, and let me know if you have any questions on the 5 steps methodology on how you could make consistent gains. But yeah, let me know, and appreciate you. Take care. Bye.